Hello there, everyone. I've got a little tech review for you today. I've got the Comica CVM V02 lavalier mic. It's actually an XLR lavalier mic, which is why I was kind of intrigued by it. I have a whole, soundboard set up, but I've never seen like a lav mic that goes in through XLR. So I wanted to give this a try and do a little sound comparison between this and a regular overhead, just XLR soundboard mic. I also wanted an excuse to test my new portable soundboard recorder deal. I have a Tascam, I forgot the number on this, it's a Pocket Studio, the DP008EX. That's gonna be its own video. I want to show that off separately, but for the sake of this video, I thought it would be good to show off the audio quality of this little lav mic versus my regular overhead mic, as well as the internal mics on this Tascam. So we're going to do kind of a three-piece audio comparison on these guys. So stick around, I'm going to unbox this and we'll be right back. So as you can see here, I've got the mic unboxed. Nice little guy. It's right here. And it has a very hefty XLR plug that comes with it. We'll plug that into the mixer in a second. But I just wanted to show off what else comes with it. I believe it is a 1.8 meter cord. Nothing too long, but long enough to go from the mixer to your body. And nicely, I didn't expect this. It comes with a little windscreen that you can put on there. Good for outdoor recording. It does have the normal, just kind of, squish cover on it. That's the technical term, by the way. And then we've got the information for Comica. So yeah, not a lot in here, but that's okay. It's got all the information on the box. So if you give me 1 second, I'm going to plug that guy into this guy. You can only have 2 inputs at once on this thing. So I have to actually swap out the onboard mics for the new mic. So I'm going to do that audio comparison first. So let's see what the actual difference is in this mixer between the mics that are on it and this little guy here. All right, I've got this little guy pinned on, just very nicely. Hides pretty well in this black shirt, and then just the cord trails down my body and goes right into the soundboard. So we've got both XLR connections plugged in. The soundboard is reading both A and B inputs that are both XLR running through the phantom power right here. And you can notice that the lavalier mic is a lot more sensitive than my overhead. I have them both set up the same way using the external mic low input because I wanted to cut down some of the background noise and things like that, like my fan overhead that is, well, very noticeable. The main line, because it's on low, I have it turned all the way up. And this guy is quite a bit lower, but if you see over on the B, the volume is picking up a lot more. So this mic I'm wearing is a lot more sensitive. But if I crank this up, it starts peaking. See that light comes on? So this mic is clearly a lot more sensitive than the overhead one is. Not inherently a big deal, but I have a feeling we're gonna get more of the background noise on this one. I'm gonna let these keep going, but I will get some headphones in a little bit because you can actually live monitor from this guy while you're recording, and I want to be able to get like a hot take on how this sounds in comparison. I can only check one at a time because I'm half deaf, so I can't hear both of them at once, but I want to hear that comparison for the video instead of going into the editing and being like, oh, this sounds way better, that's good to know. But for the sake of this, I just kind of want to go back and forth a little bit between these two mics and let you decide before I listen to it what sounds better. So I'm going to take a little break here, grab some headphones. I don't really like wearing them for videos, they look weird, so I'm just going to do it now. But let me know what you think sounds better. All right, BRB. Okay, so I did my comparison, and I actually think I like the lav mic more. Like, I didn't expect to from just looking at the, the monitoring on this Tascam, because it was so much higher, and I felt like it was going to get all of this background noise and just sound messy. But it's a richer tone. I know I'm probably not telling you anything new because you've been hearing it the whole time, but for me, I just want to kind of give my, my input, and it sounds a lot bassier, a lot nicer. I feel like when I was, toggling the things around on here, I would turn down my lav mic, and this mic would sound so neutral and bland in comparison. But whenever I switched back over to the lav mic, I was like, oh yeah, my voice sounds really nice now. And it might not be natural. Like, I'm not saying that, it's a natural sound, because it does kind of have that gravelier, like, low tone in it. But it just sounds really nice. I prefer my voice on that mic, which is really all you can ask for in a mic. I don't know if it would hold up, like if I, got up onto this, because there's a little distance. This lav mic is right up on my chest. It's kind of getting those tones straight from me, from my body. Whereas I'm a little bit away from this mic, I'm turned away a little bit, but like when I'm in my office, this is the distance. This is kind of the way I have it. And granted, my mic in there sounds a little bit better. It's got that richer tone too. This one is it's an Audio-Technica 2020. Not a bad mic by any means, but not top of the line either. But like if I get right up on this, I'm sure it'll sound a little different, but also everything sounds nice when you're up here because it's like ASMR and it's sexy. So it's not really a fair comparison. Like, I'm trying to do, real world examples, and I think this sounds a lot better. So color me impressed, Comica. You make a good mic. I already put up the statistics and everything. I'm not good at the technical side of things. I'm good at real world, examples. I had read some reviews before I ordered the thing that said it didn't have a good frequency range on it compared to other mics, but maybe it has to do with your specific, vocal frequency. Maybe it sounds better for some things or for some people than it does for others, but I'm impressed. My quick and dirty review is that y'all made a good mic. I'm not going to get into the technical aspects or anything like that, but this is something that I want to keep using. And really, that's all you can ask for. You can get into the nitty-gritty of, oh, it's not as good as this thing, it's not as good as this thing, oh, it's different in this way. But at the end of the day, if it makes you sound good, that's a good mic. So yeah, this thing's awesome. I'm really impressed. Like, as far as an XLR lavalier mic goes, which admittedly has some limited uses because you have to be able to plug it into something. So you have to be like close enough to the thing that, you would be able to plug into it. It's not like you can run it from your phone or something, like a lot of lav mics, and you can take it anywhere. But that's why I wanted to practice it, try it out on my Tascam, because I can take this anywhere. So it's the best use case for something like this, where you have a device that's battery powered, you can take it anywhere with you. It's more professional than, plugging up an XLR to your phone or something like that and getting meh quality. But yeah, I am impressed. If you have the equipment needed to use this, I can't recommend it enough. If you don't, there's XLR attachments out there. It's still gonna sound better than a 3.5mm lav mic would. So that's up to you, but for the price of this thing, you can't beat it. Even if, if you're comparing it against like an overhead mic that plugs into a soundboard, like you just want something to run your videos from, this thing is like 36 bucks compared to my, I think, $80 Audio-Technica mic. Still can't beat that. It's more than half the price for something that still goes in through XLR into a soundboard and sounds like arguably better. I'm glad I did this review. It's been a lot of fun to kind of compare these 3 different audio devices that all sound great to me. If you feel otherwise, please feel free to let me know in the comments, but I'm impressed. And it's my mic, so I should be impressed. I'm the only one that matters. Anyway, that's all I've got for this time. Like I said, I'm going to have another video on this Tascam that's going to be a deeper dive on the things it can do, because it can do a lot. But for now, that's this. I hope to see you next time for another review. Another very awkward review, probably. But hey, it's me. That's what you get. Anyway, until next time, have fun. What are you trying to set up? What are you doing? Can I do my video?